Hello. It is day 21 of my circadian drip campaign, which I'm calling it. Uh, and basically, it is a drip. I think my first 10 days, I was pretty specific on which supplements I was going to take, how hard I was going to have to try to change my sleep habits because I had turned into somebody that was just all over the place. And my Fitbit wasn't showing any kind of sleep, which was not true. I know I was sleeping, but I think it was just such light sleep and my heart was beating so fast. I had a lot of anxiety. I wasn't taking magnesium at night, which I had done for years. I just was a mess. And I realized I was staying up later. I would go to sleep for a few hours, and then I was having trouble waking up in the morning after having sporadic sleep. Who knew? So, 21 days of really focusing on it like it's a job. And I can tell you without a doubt, I am waking up between 4:30 and 5 every morning with no alarm. I wake up excited to start my day. Uh, a lot of advice that I've learned over the years with circadian rhythms, way before it was popular. It's more popular now, I think, to talk about it. One of the things to help you is to get out in natural sunlight. And, the thing I read in Prevention Magazine in the, I don't know, late 80s was to go outside, don't stare directly in the sun, but even if you closed your eyes and looked towards the sun, the light hits your eyelids, bounces off your retina. Your body's like, oh, it's time to wake up. That was the easy way they suggested it back in the day. And to this moment, any experts, any YouTube that you watch where they start talking about ways to regulate your circadian rhythm, and believe me, I've underwritten all of them. I've been watching all of them. I've been taking notes. Some stuff is like so old as far as I've known this forever. I just didn't follow through on it. Some things are new, which is exciting. One of the things though that I knew is if I was going to get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, it was going to be dark. And so I couldn't just go outside and immediately have that beautiful sunlight, sunrise to help me wake up my body. And so I started looking into what are other things that trigger your circadian rhythm to get going and go, oh, you're awake. So what I've done is I hop out of bed, I turn on my favorite music. I didn't want to start with like a big long playlist. So I picked about 15 to 20 minutes of music that I love, silly music, 80s music. One of my songs is Nasty by Janet Jackson. I just love that song. Things that make me dance, things that make me happy. And I just start playing that as I dance around. And I will step in place. I've got my Fitbit on, I'm getting my steps in. And then I start doing stuff like hanging up my clothes. So I'm stepping in place, I'm hanging up my clothes, organizing my walk-in closet, and all of a sudden, I've got 15 or 20 minutes active steps first thing in the morning. The active steps and the music triggers your circadian rhythm to get going, hey, you're awake, time to go. And then around, I would say 5 o'clock, I'm hungry because I do eat one time a day. Right now, I have protein in the morning with my coffee, and then I have my one main meal. I think they call it OMAD, one meal a day. I have it around between 5 and 7, roughly. That's my window. So intermittent fasting works for me for many reasons, which I could talk about later. So, it's working because I have my meal. I'm supposed to have my downtime, no digital after a certain period of time. I do tend to get back on my laptop and start working on something, but I'm trying hard to disconnect from that after I eat and just let it be this is quiet time. And then I go to sleep by 8:30 to 9:30. Then I get up at 4:30 or 5 and it's starting to be a trend. It's not as hard as it used to be. The first week killed me. And I kept trying to talk myself out of it like, oh, stay up till 11. So you get up at 8. But I'd be like, no, I'm doing this. And I have. So I'm telling you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I feel amazing. I feel so much better. and I look forward to going to sleep at night, and I look forward to waking up in the morning. It's kind of sick. So that's all I'm sharing today. I think this is my third video for women in their 50s heading for 60. And I am going to keep sharing, and I'm going to post today on YouTube because I've been waiting till I had at least 3 videos for my playlist. And I've just decided I'm going to do this. I don't care if only one person watches and they get something out of it. I have so much to share. I have so much I studied, so much I learned. Starting October 1st, I was like, I'm done with this. I want to feel better. I want to get my sleep back. When I turn 60 years old, I want to feel better than I have in years, and I will. Okay. Hope this helps someone. Talk to you later.